The Dinar Daily, welcome back to the channel. The global financial landscape is undergoing a monumental shift, and at the heart of it are two currencies that have been the subject of intense speculation for over a decade: the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong. For years, the conversation has been dominated by rumors, theories, and unverified reports about a potential revaluation or redemption of these currencies. Today, that narrative has been completely transformed. The waiting period is over, and what was once considered a remote possibility has now become a tangible reality, with a major financial institution taking the lead in a historic move. This isn't just another fleeting headline. It's a verified, active development that changes the entire conversation for currency holders worldwide. We're not talking about back-channel whisper networks or unconfirmed dealer transactions. Instead, we're seeing real-world, face-to-face redemption appointments being conducted. These are not trial runs or theoretical exercises. They are live, documented processes that are generating real outcomes and solidifying a new path forward. For individuals who have been waiting for this moment, HSBC, one of the world's largest and most respected financial institutions, has officially initiated live redemptions for both the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong. The fact that a bank of HSBC's stature is leading this effort is a powerful signal. It signifies a move from the fringes of speculation to the center of mainstream global finance. This is not a small, regional bank or an unverified exchange service. This is a multinational banking giant with a presence in over 60 countries. And its decision to process these redemptions validates the legitimacy of both currencies at a level that no other entity could. This action dismantles the long-standing skepticism that major banks would never get involved, and it provides a regulated, secure framework for all future exchanges. The process being implemented by HSBC is a structured and professional one, designed to handle high-value, complex transactions. This isn't a walk-up to the teller window scenario. Instead, these are high-level exchanges that are handled by specialized foreign exchange and private banking desks within the bank's international infrastructure. This approach ensures that every transaction is compliant with global financial regulations and is processed with the utmost security. This also means that accessing this opportunity requires a level of preparation and professionalism from the currency holder. HSBC's rollout is not limited to a single location or a small pilot program. It is being executed in a coordinated manner across the bank's various foreign exchange divisions. This wide-reaching approach underscores the seriousness and scale of the operation. It sends a powerful message to other financial institutions worldwide that a path to redemption is now not only possible but actively being pursued by a leader in the banking industry. This development could very well be the catalyst for other banks to follow suit, further normalizing the exchange of these currencies. For those holding these currencies, the rates being reported are a significant piece of this unfolding story. The Iraqi dinar has a confirmed rate of $3.91 per dinar, while the Vietnamese dong is ranging from $0.47 to $0.52 per dong, depending on the specifics of the transaction. These are not speculative numbers but are rates that are being applied within HSBC's live operational framework. Such figures have immense financial implications for individuals with large holdings, with the potential to fundamentally change personal and family fortunes in a single, well-managed transaction. The operational details of the exchange are critical. Appointments are being scheduled for pre-screened clients who have been vetted for compliance. This is a crucial step that ensures the legitimacy and security of the entire process. The bank's focus is on ensuring that all transactions are legitimate and transparent, adhering to rigorous anti-money laundering (AML) protocols and comprehensive background screenings. This process may feel intrusive to some, but it is a necessary part of the modern banking environment and ultimately serves to protect the client's assets within the regulated financial system. To successfully navigate this process, clients must be prepared with the necessary documentation. This includes providing proof of acquisition for their currency, such as receipts from a licensed dealer, and presenting 2 government-issued forms of identification. This diligence is designed to establish legitimacy and mitigate risk for all parties involved. For transactions of this scale, some clients may even be directed to a secure, regional facility rather than a standard branch office, which speaks to the sensitivity and magnitude of the process. During the appointment itself, a key part of the process is the authentication and verification of the currency notes. HSBC utilizes advanced scanning and verification systems to detect counterfeits instantly. It's a critical step that ensures only genuine and untampered notes are accepted. Any counterfeit bills discovered will be confiscated, which highlights the importance of ensuring the authenticity of one's holdings beforehand. Once the verification is complete, the agreed-upon exchange rate is applied and the funds are processed directly into the client's HSBC account. Upon successful redemption, the client enters a new phase of their financial journey. The funds are then accessible within the client's HSBC account for transfers, investments, or other financial activities. HSBC offers various options for receiving the proceeds, including a direct deposit into a new or existing account or the issuance of a certified draft for major purchases. For very large transactions, funds can be dispersed in stages to assist with tax planning and responsible wealth management. For clients with substantial redemptions, typically in the 7-figure range or higher, HSBC extends an invitation to its private wealth services. This access provides a host of advanced financial strategies, including establishing trusts for estate planning, creating asset protection vehicles, and implementing tax optimization strategies. This level of service transforms the conversation from a simple currency exchange to a comprehensive plan for protecting, sustaining, and growing a once-in-a-lifetime financial event. It's about moving from a one-time transaction to a long-term strategy. A critical aspect of this process that cannot be overlooked is the tax implications. The way the redemption is classified by a client's government, whether as a capital gain, standard income, or a unique taxable event, can significantly impact the amount of money retained. These distinctions are not minor, and the difference can amount to millions of dollars depending on the size of the holdings. HSBC makes it clear that they are facilitators of transactions, not tax advisors. This is why consulting a licensed tax advisor in one specific jurisdiction is a non-negotiable step before finalizing any exchange. A professional can provide legally binding tax advice that a bank cannot, ensuring that the client is fully aware of their obligations and can legally minimize their tax liability. This expert guidance is essential to ensure that the exchange becomes a financial blessing rather than an unexpected burden. It is the foundation upon which a responsible and successful outcome is built. Beyond the tax considerations, there is the vital matter of responsible wealth management. For many individuals, this redemption will represent a sudden and significant influx of capital, far more than they have ever managed before. This sudden wealth can be both an opportunity and a risk if not managed with care. Partnering with a certified financial planner can help structure decisions around long-term sustainability rather than short-term impulses. Working with a financial advisor can help with critical tasks, such as establishing safe investment allocations, outlining philanthropic goals, and creating a long-term plan for retirement, education, or legacy planning. These are not afterthoughts but are foundational steps to ensure that the wealth from the exchange endures for generations. Thinking of the redemption as the starting point of a new financial life, rather than the finish line, is a key mindset for those who want to thrive. The unfortunate reality is that wherever a financial opportunity of this scale emerges, so do scammers. There are already reports of individuals trying to exploit currency holders with false promises of early access, guaranteed rates, or unofficial backdoor deals. It is absolutely imperative that holders remain vigilant and cautious. The golden rule is straightforward. If an offer does not come directly from an official HSBC channel, it is not safe. Holders should never, under any circumstances, hand over their currency to an individual claiming to represent the bank or mail their notes to an unofficial address. The risk of losing everything to fraud is very real, and the only way to protect one's assets is by sticking strictly to the structured, documented, and secure process that HSBC has put in place. The bank's process is clear and always begins with the client, initiating contact through official channels. While HSBC is the vanguard in this historic development, history suggests that other major institutions will likely follow suit. Industry insiders are already speculating that banks like JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and Citibank could soon integrate IQD and VND redemptions into their systems. When this occurs, the process will become even more normalized and accessible to a wider population of currency holders. HSBC, by being the first mover, has gained a significant advantage and has positioned itself as the global leader in this historic rollout. This bold move will attract high-net-worth clients and further solidify its reputation as a forward-thinking institution. However, as other banks join in, the infrastructure for redemptions will expand, creating more opportunities and a more widespread network for holders worldwide. For now, HSBC remains the standard-bearer, setting the precedent for how these redemptions are structured and verified. Their leadership has transformed the conversation from one of speculation to one of action. This legitimacy is not to be underestimated. It provides a regulated and compliant path forward for every individual holding these currencies. The opportunity is not a theory, but a reality that is unfolding in real time. This development also means that preparation is no longer an optional step. Simply holding the notes is no longer sufficient. Individuals must have their documents in order, their acquisition records verified, and their compliance paperwork ready. HSBC has opened the door, but it is up to each individual to be ready to walk through it correctly and with diligence. For those who are prepared and ready to act, the opportunity is here. This moment truly marks the end of years of anticipation and the beginning of a new financial phase. The systems are live, the rates are confirmed, and real-world results are being produced. This is not a quiet test, but a full-scale, bank-led rollout backed by a globally respected financial institution. For holders of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, a legitimate and secure path to redemption now exists. Beyond the initial exchange, the journey continues with careful planning and wealth management. It is easy to focus on the excitement of the redemption, but what happens after the exchange determines whether the influx of capital becomes a short-term windfall or a lifelong legacy. Topics such as establishing trusts for generational wealth, creating charitable giving structures, and diversifying assets are all crucial parts of this new phase. The difference between those who succeed after redemption and those who falter often comes down to their willingness to plan and work with experienced advisors. Sudden wealth, if not managed wisely, can be as perilous as it is liberating. By addressing these critical subjects now, holders can ensure that their wealth endures and is not squandered. The time for speculation is over, and the time for action and preparedness is now.